right, today we're talking about these Columbia hiking boots. They call them trail shoes. I call them hiking boots. These are the Peakfreak Nomad, and I've had them, as you can tell, for a couple of years now. I hike a lot. I've been buying Columbia hiking boots for a while now. I'll tell you what I think about this boot here and show it to you. For starters, it is a mid-ankle boot. It's not a low below the ankle, but it's also not really high profile above the ankle. It's kind of a mid boot, which I really like a lot. I hike a lot on uneven terrain, and as a result, like my ankles are always kind of moving around and shifting a bit, so I do like a little bit of ankle protection, but not going all the way up. Keeps them a little less stiff and lets me my legs breathe a little bit more, right? So I really prefer that. These are waterproof, and they're pretty good. I found the waterproofness does extend all the way up the tongue, you know, all the way up to about here. Now, I will show you something that happened to this boot in just a little bit that you might want to pay attention to. But the waterproof is, it's real. Like, you can slosh through a creek or a river and be fine. I wouldn't stand in water. I haven't tried that, but, you know, that's kind of just my opinion. I think one of the better parts about the Columbia boot is their grip. Now, these have worn, and that's why I have just started to shift to buying a new pair. These wore a little faster than other ones. You can tell I walk on the outside of my foot. But the Omni-Grip that they have compared to other hiking boots is very good and does allow you to get a good grip. I do think it wears a little bit faster than maybe some other brands, but I also hike a ton, so it's hard to compare and measure. These boots, after several years, went right here. And so I do have just a tiny crack of a hole here. The only reason you notice it is that all of a sudden they aren't waterproof anymore. You slosh through a creek and you're like, whoa, I just got really wet. Why is that? It didn't do it on the other boot. It only did it on one of them. But obviously over time, that plus wearing away on the grip are reasons that I just now bought a new hiking boot. They're very lightweight. They're very durable overall. These are good, lightweight, easy to wear hiking boots that get the job done. Expect to have them for, depending on how frequently you hike, if you hike, you know, quite a bit, maybe a year or two. They broke in really well. They're probably my most comfortable pair of hiking boots that I've ever had. And so overall, I would buy them again, especially knowing that I would need to replace them in a couple of years. Okay, I hope this helped.